Hey everybody, Rorree here. I'm in the car today. You guys, I actually had to get out. I have clients to see today, so I am doing our daily proclamation, but I'm going to sit in the car and do it since I just left my client's house. Anyway, I developed a course. I think it was when was this? I think it was in 2008. Still haven't checked on that date. Anyway, I developed a course called the Prosperity Formula. And I'm going to take my seatbelt off since I'm not driving right now in this moment. But I developed a course called the Prosperity Formula, and at that time it was a live course, but then I had CDs that went with it, and I also had what was it? I remember it had 12 CDs, and it had these daily proclamations. And they're affirmation cards. They're things that you could read out and speak out to the universe. And you're just telling the universe what it is that you desire. You're speaking out what it is that you want. You're speaking out things that will bring you prosperity in all different aspects. But at the time, I was working with people. Most of my clients were in network marketing. So a lot of them are kind of geared towards making money. And there is a nice bright light behind me. So I'm going to move my car a little bit to see if we could get that light from shining in here. There we go. Okay. So, the card that I picked today, I actually picked two cards today. So I'm like, which one do I talk about? All right. And I shuffle the cards and then I lay them out and I pick one for myself. This is what I do every morning. And the cards usually speak to me. There's something that I need to hear. So as I am sharing them with you, these are probably things that resonate with me, but hopefully they reach you where you are as well. So let's see. I picked two. I'll read this one. This one, they look like this. On one side, it has me when I had no hair. And this is card number 24. It says, it takes too much energy to convince people. Okay, so I got two things in here. It takes too much energy to convince people. I allow them to move with their spirit. Now that's key. I do, back in the day when I was in sales, I did used to try really hard to get people to buy. And then I started to be like, you know what? It is what it is. If you're going to buy from me or whatever, then you're going to buy from me. And I'm not going to go into this big convincing game because I believe that a man convinced against his will forever remain unconvinced still. So if I convince you to do something or to get something from me, then you might have buyer's remorse or you might have some regret because you're going with what I've convinced you to do. And I'm really good at convincing. And I don't want you to have buyer's remorse because back in the day, buyer's remorse back in the day with some of the companies that I was with meant a chargeback. And who the heck needs a chargeback? I'm like, shoot, get this if you want. I'll be doing a takeaway. I'm like, look, if you don't want this, I'm good. But I use this in all aspects of my life because to give a whole lot of energy to something to try to convince somebody, even in relationships, as you're dating or something, if you have to be convincing somebody to be into you and to like you and to do for you what you feel that you deserve, then whatever, have at it. You can have that, As I saw this movie the other day called Bye Boy Bye. That's how I feel. I ain't gonna convince nobody to treat me like a queen because I know what I deserve. And if you don't know, then that's your problem. And I allow people to go with their own spirits. Do what you feel you should do, not what I feel you should do, okay? Because what I feel you should do might not be in your highest good. And I want you to feel rewarded from whatever you do. And sometimes it's all about timing. Timing is everything. A person might not feel something or want something or do something in the moment, but when it is the right time, they will do whatever it is that they need to do to serve their highest good. So it takes too much energy to convince people, so stop convincing people. And back in the day, when I taught a lot of network marketers, I would teach them to use more heart than talent. Stop trying to go into convince mode and just feel it. Feel where you should go. Sometimes people have to be so scripted. Well, what do I say when this happens? Well, what do I say? Well, she did this. What should I say? And I'm like, you know what? What did you feel? Use what you feel in here and move with that. You move with your spirit just like they should be moving with theirs. So if a person says this, well, what did you feel when they said that? What did you hear? How did you feel you should respond? And respond accordingly. I always said you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I remember one time I was on the telephone selling, okay? This person called in response to a flyer, because back in the day, we did flyers. We didn't have all this social media stuff. We did flyers. So I put out 1,000 flyers a week. That was my goal. Every day I was out there putting out some flyers. Even if it was in the middle of the night, I was stomping the grounds, putting out the flyers. And that's how, that's one of the ways I became successful because I did what I had to do to get to where I wanted to go. I am fully committed to whatever I go into. So I remember this person called me and I was on the phone and it was too much going on at the time, and I remember picking up the phone and I was like, whatever I said was real crazy, and I said, you know what, now I don't know this person, okay? I said, you know what, let me do this. Let's rewind that, because I screwed that all up. Let me start all over. I did that, okay? And I did the blip, 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 blip. I did that on the phone with this person I did not know. And do you know they bought the membership from me? They did, because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I screwed that presentation all up. And that's what I had to teach people. I taught my team this. You know what? Psh, relax. Breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Relax. If it's for you, it's going to be for you, even if you screw up the presentation. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Some people spend so much time trying to convince somebody or trying to be perfect. Whatever to all of that. Have some fun, enjoy your life, and stop trying to fix somebody else or change somebody else or convince somebody else. Let people do what they need to do for themselves in their own time. And if it, like for relationships, if it is for you to have it, you will have it. Even if it flies away first, if it is for you, it will come back. It will. Believe me, I've seen that happen plenty of times. And when it comes back, you got a decision to make. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? Remember that song? But anyway, I like having fun. I like laughing, and I laugh at myself. So anyway, and I always think of a song or a TV show of something, especially something from back in the day. But you guys, the card for today is it's too much. It takes too much energy to convince people. I allow them to move with their spirit. So allow people to move with their spirits, and you move with yours too. Now, if you like these cards, they're available on my website. I will have to put the link in here at some point because I'm getting ready to start driving again. I got to go see another client. But I'll put the link in here. But my website is totallyRorree.com, and it's on, what page is it on in there? I don't know. I don't even know. Products? I think products. So if you put it in totallyRorree.com/products, I think you could go directly to the page where you could get the cards. They look like this. They're not dinky. They're kind of bigger cards. Back in the day, I thought that was the thing to do, the bigger cards. Anyway, enjoy your day, and allow yourself to be, and allow those around you to be as well. Peace. Upside down. Peace.